You know, there's something about women that just brings out the comic in everyday situations. Take my friend Sarah, for example. She's the kind of person who can turn a simple grocery run into a full-blown comedy show. One day, we decided to hit the supermarket together. As we walked in, she spotted a display of those giant inflatable pool toys, like a flamingo and a unicorn. Without missing a beat, she grabbed the flamingo and declared it her new best friend. Now, picture this: Sarah pushing a cart filled with kale and quinoa while dragging this enormous flamingo behind her. She starts chatting with it, saying things like, "Don't worry, Fluffy, we'll get through this healthy eating phase together. I'm just trying to hold back my laughter while pretending to look at the cereal aisle." Then, as we're checking out, she decides Fluffy needs to pay for his groceries. She places the flamingo on the conveyor belt and starts scanning it like it's a real item. The cashier is just staring at her, trying to figure out if she's serious. Sarah, with a completely straight face, says, "Fluffy's on a strict budget. He can't afford organic avocados this week." And the best part? The cashier, instead of rolling her eyes, starts laughing and plays along. She rings up the flamingo, and Sarah says, "See? Fluffy's a smart shopper." But it doesn't stop there. Later, we head to a cafe for some coffee. Sarah, still attached to Fluffy, orders a latte and then insists that Fluffy wants a drink too. She asks the barista for a flamingo-sized cup. The barista looks confused, but Sarah leans in and whispers, "Just fill it with whipped cream. He's on a diet." The barista, clearly amused, fills a cup with whipped cream and hands it to her. Sarah takes a sip and says, "Fluffy approves." As we sit down, I can't help but notice how she effortlessly turns the mundane into something magical. It's not just about the laughs. It's about the joy she brings to those around her. Women like Sarah remind us that life doesn't have to be serious all the time. They have this incredible ability to find humor in the simplest things, making every moment feel lighter. And let's not forget about my sister, who has her own brand of comedy. She's a teacher, and every year, she hosts a crazy hair day at school. Last year, she decided to take it up a notch. She showed up with her hair styled into a giant cupcake, complete with a cherry on top. The kids were in awe, and she spent the entire day pretending to be a walking dessert. During lunch, she even offered to share her cupcake with the kids, pulling out a bunch of plastic spoons from her bag. The cafeteria was filled with laughter as she served imaginary cupcake slices to her students. It's these moments that highlight how women can turn ordinary days into extraordinary memories, all while keeping a sense of humor. So, here's to the women who bring laughter into our lives, whether it's through a giant inflatable flamingo or a cupcake hairstyle. They remind us that life is too short to take seriously, and sometimes, all you need is a little creativity and a lot of laughter to brighten your day.